What is up, guys? It is your boy Anecdotal, and I'm back with another Endless Frontier video. And today, today we are completing another pet to 5-star, and that pet is going to be Squirrel. I need exactly 7 more fragments, and that's the exact amount that I can get daily. Here we go, guys. We are gonna go ahead and get the Squirrel fragments. So 1020, complete now, complete now, complete now. Let's go find the other squirrel. Here, another 3, 1, 2, 3, for a total of 6. And now to get my last squirrel, and bam. Farming for squirrel is completely done. I'll never get another frag of squirrel again. Evolve, boom. If you were wondering why people are picking Druid over the Sword Dancer, is because you can farm and get Squirrel to 5-star. Why is Squirrel such an important pet? Woo! 2 reasons, guys. 1, for guild raids. The only guys you're going to be using are your archers, and you're going to have 2 of them. It's an air boss. You're going to be using your poison archers and your high elf archers, and the squirrel will increase its damage. If you are facing ground bosses, you're going to be using your elf warriors and your high elf archers. And here, what the squirrel does is increase the damage to both by 21%. So yeah, guys, Squirrel is the pet that you want to equip and the one that you want to have to make Druid be that much stronger. Increases units attack range by 20%. So right now, the Druid will be able to hit the crystal from a longer distance, even more of a distance than the Sword Dancer would be able to when it dashes. It increases the attack speed and movement speed of all units by 5. Guys, I've already maxed out the speed, but that 5% is still great to have. When you move on and you're past level 100, the extra 5% will be needed, because after you get past level 100, your speed will be decreased by 100%, so you need to be at least at 200 to have the same speed that you normally have. The next thing it says is that it slows enemies, lowers accuracy, summons another eagle that detects invisible units. So your Wyvern Riders and Nagas that try to get past will not be able to get past, because Senior Druid will now be able to detect them, thanks to the Squirrel pet. And it increases the attack speed and attack range of the eagles. So you use eagles to attack, they get stronger, that's all good. Like everything else, on first appearing, it increases the movement speed, attack speed of all ally units, and casts a shield, and the shield will help you out by granting immunity to physical attacks for a certain period of time. So it's always nice to have an awakened character when you do anything. So for raids, for a bit, you're just not going to be able to be hit by physical attacks. For a TOT and for Spirit Highlands, it's always great to be able to have a short little spout of invincibility or immunity to damage. So let's go ahead and see what the huge difference is now. Right now, as you can see, let me just max these 2 guys out. As you can see, your gold level also increases. So right now, my Senior Druid is at 2517, while my Hippo is at 2457. That's a difference of 60 levels. So now my Druid is 60 levels higher, which will help you out to balance out what the Ancient Outland Blunt does. It increases the attack power of all air units, and the only unit in the air here will be Hippogriffs. And the Druid will not get that bonus. But what will happen is that this duo will end up getting more of a balanced attack power. So when I include medals in them, I don't need to have a plus 10 amount of medals on my Druid anymore. In fact, my Druid may even be stronger with less medals, which means that I can push levels faster. And if you look here, which is really hard to tell now, I barely need to move away from the crystal and get my attacks in. And this little tornado of poison that's swirling in the middle doesn't get in the way as much, because my attack range has increased even further with my Druid. A lot of it right now is because of how fast my Hippogriff is and is sniping the crystal. But at the same time, the Druid's effectiveness has increased to the point where it's actually helpful. So hopefully I don't get stuck anymore when I get in raids. Alright, great. So soon, guys, in 5 days, I will have all of my artifacts at T2, and I think at that point it'll be a nice thing to talk about what are the best artifacts to have, but that will be used in a future video. That's something that I'll be talking about. So why is it that people are using Druid over Sword Dancer? The reason is because you can farm the Squirrel pet to 5 stars and end up awakening the Druid a lot faster than you could awaken the Sword Dancer. In the beginning, Sword Dancer would be a better core to use because it like sort of snipes the crystal, but at the end of the day, the Druid is the better core. And there are 2 reasons for that. One is because you can get the Squirrel pet to supplement its damage and to hit from further, and 2, it's because of the amount of CC that Druids give. It may be a little difficult to see right now because the Hippogriff is just going crazy, but what the Druid does is throw a few little shots and then creates a huge blast at the end that knocks back and pushes back all of the enemy units closer to the crystal and then demolishes the crystal. And while it's being pushed back, the Hippogriff has a clear shot at the crystal, and if the Hippogriff doesn't take it out, the Druid will. And right now, it looks like I'm a little stuck here. What is this? Magical immunity? Oh, so right now, as you can see, the Druid is pushing back all the units and clearing the path for the Hippogriff. And that's the only reason why I was able to pass this stage. If I had a Sword Dancer, it would be swiftly doing a dash back and forth and not being able to create that open space. And because of that, I wouldn't have the time and find my crystal being destroyed. Which is why Druid is a better core than the Sword Dancer later on in the game. So like I said in the beginning, if that's all you have, it's a good core to have, but be sure to swap it later on. Alright guys, the other thing that we can do here is, oh, that's done? No! Is we can finish a Harpy. So right now, I'm going to go ahead and set my Squirrel as main, and then just go ahead and destroy this Harpy with my new and improved Squirrel pet. That's unfortunately, this Harpy is at 25%, so this is pretty much just child's play. I did attack earlier, so I may not have the strongest units, but with a 21% attack increase, I don't think I even need any units to destroy this Harpy. And here we go, guys. Easy. The Squirrel makes my elves so strong that this is short work. A 21% increase is close to being a 4th strong. Actually, a 21% increase means that it's 1/5 stronger than it was before. And if you want to increase something's strength by 1/5, that boost is ridiculous. So if you enjoyed this video, if you're happy that I got 5-star Squirrel, if you are on your way to getting your own 5-star Squirrel or any other pet that you're going to 5-star, let me know in the comments, like my video, share if you want other people to know why Squirrel is so good and why Druid is over Sword Dancer. And yeah, my name's Anecdotal, and hopefully I get something good this time. Oh, 25, not bad. I'm Anecdotal. Peace out.